This music. See how long we have to do this. Charles, you can smile now. We are ready to go. Here we go. Now we're going to dance. Come on, Charles, join me.
Uh, 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 I don't move very well. I
Just,
was, I
just one
was,
shoulder at a time. Come on, one shoulder at a
okay.
time.
Uh, oh, this is
I,
kind of cool. Okay.
I
Yeah.
taught hustle. I taught line dances. I did exhibitions on big stages with my partner. It brings back so many memories.
Yeah. I just, I never imagined you being a pole dancer, but okay. That's,
Oh, that's it. Welcome to HB2U. I'm Bonnie D. Happy to be here with he's new to the show. He's my guest co-host. We're going to call him a cool dude because he's been on that show too. Charles Breakfield. I'm going to give you two sentences to describe what you do, and then I'm going to read my official opening. So, Charles, who are you?
I'm an author. I do tons of neat stuff. I ride Harleys and, yeah, we do techno thrillers, mysteries, and I get to come on your show and now and again, be able to blab about all the neat stuff we do.
Thank you. And your series is the Enigma series. Is that correct? The title of your books. How many are there in the Enigma series already?
Well, the Enigma series was capped at 12, and then the follow-on trilogy, the Enigma Heirs, and then we got tangled up in a mystery group of authors, and that's got 30 books in that.
Wow. And that's Rox Berkey is your co-author. And I'm going to go to the
Yeah.
opening here. And here we go. Let's put on our party hat. So it's time to cheer, to toast, to woo. It's July 25th. Happy birthday to you and you and you with Bonnie D on her Scarlet mic dishing glam and sass with a vintage spike. And look who's here with a velvet roar. It's Charles B., my guest co-host du jour. We're naming names in the birthday game from Hollywood Heights to YouTube fame and a little bit of Insta and maybe some TikTok, plus wacky holidays and music history gold. Get ready, darlings. The fun is set to unfold. So grab your party hat. I don't have mine, I just have loud red hair. And let the champagne pour. HB2U's lighting up July 25th with glam, bam, and more. Charles, what'd you think? Good?
Again, rocking.
Rockin', rockin'.
That's what you young people say, right? I mean, that's okay to say,
Oh yeah,
it
yeah.
that way.
That's what I'm the young people. Yeah, that's what we say. Let's go. First, we're going to start with the music history events. I'm going to start with the first one. We'll alternate reading, and let's go through this. 1959. I did not know this. Johnny Cash introduced a 13-year-old singer who was named Dolly Parton. It was her Grand Ole Opry debut, singing George Jones's song "You Gotta Be My Baby." Dolly got 3 encores, and the rest, as they say, is history. What's next, Charles?
Well, so 1964, um, a group called the Beatles. Gosh, they had a hard day's night. It goes number one in America for 14 weeks. Not already number one album in the UK. And I cannot believe that I didn't. I remember my mom giving me a 45 um, single of the Beatles. I wish I had that 45 now. It would be I could pay for a lot of stuff with that piece of vinyl.
Yes, you certainly could. And let's go to 1 year later in 1965 at the Newport Folk Festival. Bob Dylan shocked everyone. He played an electric set for the first time, and the folkies there were, oh my goodness. Let me see if I have a sound effect for that. Hold on. I think I do. Let's see if we can. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me play it. 1 second here. Let me turn on the volume. There we go. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. People were very upset because Bob Dylan was supposed to be all acoustic. Go ahead, Charles. What's next?
Oh, 1966, The Last Train to Clarksville, the Monkees, singles debut, recorded in LA. And for those that did not know, they were backed up by session musicians. They did not play their own stuff. One piece of interesting about information about it was the Davy Jones, their one of their singers in the band. Um, he actually, when his name came online, there was another author who was also, or another
musician.
singer, wanted to have the same name, and he couldn't because Davy Jones already had it. So he renamed himself David Bowie.
I heard that story a long time ago. Yes, yes. Very interesting. Long time ago. Wow. Thank you for that. And by the way, Mickey Dolenz was the only monkey on that track, and he was the singer, but they never did play their instruments. I think they tried and they weren't very good. I'm going to go one same year, same day. Wow. Okay. While they were busy recording Last Train to Clarksville, the Supremes were releasing Can't Hurry Love. I'm going to work, I'm not going to be able to sing that very well. You Can't Hurry Love, the Supremes, Diana Ross. And who is next, Charles?
The Carpenters, 1970. The song that was really a great piece of work. Close to You. They long to be close to you. Uh, Went number one for 4 weeks. I was a little embarrassed to have liked that song because all my friends were heavy metal headbangers, and if they'd have known I was listening to the Carpenters, I would have been ostracized.
Oh, the late lovely Karen Carpenter. Oh my goodness, Close to You. Oh, that was it lives on way past her, and too bad we lost her so young, so tragically. Let's go to 1973. The Doobie Brothers released China Grove. Great song. Did you know that the lead singer, Tom Johnston with a T, made up the story about this strange little town called China Grove? And guess what? He later found out there is a real China Grove in Texas. How about that? Art imitates whatever. What's next, Charles?
Apparently, in 1975, A Chorus Line, the musical debut on Broadway, that runs for 6,137 performances, a 15-year run. I wish I could say I love musicals, but I'm not there for that. But that's an impressive output.
It is. I never saw a chorus line. I lived in New York on Long Island and I went to the city many times for shows. And that was, I don't think I ever saw that one, but that was a wow. 15 years on Broadway, one show. I don't know how long the average show lasts today. Let's move to celebrity birthdays. We've only got two. I'm going to do the first. They're both gentlemen and they're 2 years apart, which surprises me. Matt LeBlanc. Happy birthday, 58 today. TV and film actor. He played the not that bright light bulb Joey Tribbiani on Friends for 10 seasons. He won the 2012 Golden Globe for Best Actor in a TV series comedy for his performance in another show called Episodes. I started that but didn't watch it very long. I didn't know this, Charles. He starred in Bon Jovi's music video, Say It Isn't So, in 2000. I have to go back and look for that. And Matt LeBlanc also appeared in the films Lost in Space, Charlie's Angels, and All the Queen's Men. Happy birthday, Joey Tribbiani, aka Matt LeBlanc. And who's next, Charles?
DB Woodside, he's 56, and the DB stands for David Bryant. He's an American actor, director with a master's degree from Yale School of Drama. I'm
Wow.
impressed. Okay. He played the angel Amadella on
Uh,
Lucifer.
yep. Amenadiel. I was a big fan.
Amenadiel.
I had some crush on him when I watched Lucifer, but go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. All right. Thanks for helping me pronounce that because
You're welcome.
I was just going to go blah, 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 blah. Um, and Robin Wood in the high school, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he was in that. What got my attention was that he was in Suits. And I got to flipping around and taking a look at the all of the stuff he'd done, and I must have spent 40 minutes looking at all the clips where him and the characters from Suits were. And I, nobody really. I don't know how you identify with people that are attorneys, lawyers. I mean, they're just they're not generally nice people, but I had to say that I did kind of like them with a sneaking admiration because of what they were doing. Um, but it was the Suits was sort of what caught my attention. His when he played Jeff Malone.
Absolutely. And he caught my attention playing the chief of staff and eventually the U.S. President Wayne Palmer on 2020, on 24, Kiefer Sutherland's show. And I watched that. I watched about 7 seasons. I just couldn't take it anymore. But he was very interesting as the president, Wayne Palmer. I think his brother had been assassinated and he became the president. Very interesting. He was also on The Night Agent, and I watched season 1 of that. So happy birthday to DB Woodside, 56, and Matt LeBlanc, 58. You don't look it. We'll leave it there. Let's go to social media icons here. We have Mimi Icon. Isn't that nice that I just used her name in a sentence? Charles, Ikonn. She is 39 years old. She's a YouTube star. She has 3 million plus subscribers. That means more than 3 million. She's an entrepreneur and a YouTube sensation. Charles, she posts hair and fashion tutorials. And she has a popular video of a 5-strand braid tutorial. Do you think I could post tutorials on red hair
Oh,
on YouTube?
oh,
You think?
absolutely, but not braided. No, no, no.
No, I'm
I'm
not. I'm
sorry.
not.
Yeah,
I'm
not
not going to
yeah.
do the braids. And you have what's your next birthday announcement here?
Oh, so I got this character Evan Era on YouTube. Age 39, 3.2 million subscribers. Well done. I got trapped on his website. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. He's a magician, and he shows you how to do the magic on the show. And oh, by the way, here's the link to be able to buy a computer gag. Be wonderful at parties. You can have all this fun. And what I felt like doing is using my favorite magic trick is whenever I pay somebody uh, over in my house, the service people, yeah, I say they're done. I say, what's the matter with your ear? And I'll reach up and grab out of their ear the money that I need to pay them. And they always love that routine, and it always gets me a discount. Just FYI.
I like that. Your audio is going in and out. You're coming in and out of like a tunnel. So I don't know what we're going to do, but let me read the next one and see if yours levels out. We can hear you, but it's all. Okay, TikTok is next. We have a gentleman named Asher Lara, Lara. He is 20. He has 4.2 million followers. So he's the winner on the followers list today. He is trending with lip sync and dance content. He films videos outdoors in public areas with friends. Probably a big way of saying wherever he is outside with people he knows, he films videos. He had a video of dancing while the sun was setting. Charles, that must have been extraordinary because he had over 3 million views. If I went outside while the sun is setting here in front of my house and filmed myself, I would probably get 10 million views. In 2023, he depends on what I was wearing, right? In
Yeah.
2023, he posted pictures to Instagram. This must have been important from the back seats of a car with 3 friends. They don't say what he was doing or how many, but apparently it was extraordinary and went viral. And who's our next birthday celebrant, Charles?
That's Valeria. Help me with this one. Aguilar.
Yes, that's perfect.
Aguilar.
Aguilar. Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, Very attractive lady. And she's got probably the kind of things that you'd be most interested in. Posting beauty, lifestyles, fashion videos. One of the most popular videos is a Barbie inspired makeup tutorial. It doesn't really work for me, but I could see where it would. Uh, I mean, she's very easy on the eyes, so I could probably watch anyway. So no big deal.
I missed that one, Valeria Aguilar. Happy 27th birthday. And I have to go check out your Barbie makeup tutorial. That would be interesting. I wonder if it works for redheads. Let's go to our wacky holidays. Let's see how many we have. We have one, two, three, four wacky holidays and a lot of facts in between. I hope your audio settles down, Charles. Let's see if it's going to work here. We have today is National Carousel Day, and some people call it Merry-Go-Round Day. And I'll start off here. In 500 AD, it was the earliest known carousel depiction, originated from the Byzantine or Byzantine, however you pronounce it, empire, showing riders sitting in baskets suspended from poles. That's rudimentary. And what's the next fact about this, Charles?
Uh, the word carousel derived from the Italian word. Boy,
Carosello.
yeah, okay, thank you for that one. I speak Texan and English. That's pretty much it. And the Spanish words carosella,
Yeah.
both meaning little battle. Reference of the 6th century style of jousting in Europe and Asia, where knights on horses rode in a circle while attempting to catch balls of fume thrown at them. There is. In the 17th century, children play a mock version riding on horses made of wood.
I can't imagine people throwing perfume at knights on horses in a circle in the 6th century. I wonder what the perfume smelled like, or I was going to say what they smelled like. We'll leave that one on the table. In 1864, Gustav Dentzel, Dentzel, emigrated from Germany to the U.S. and he revived his family's carousel build business. He had a small portable carousel he traveled with around the United States, and it was met with great enthusiasm. In 1867, 3 years later, he went full time, full tilt into carousel building in the U.S. He is credited as being the first to include an animal menagerie. Now, we all have the little animal crackers boxes. He had lions and tigers and deer and cats, in addition to the usual horses and chariots, where we all like to go sit with our friends or families on a carousel. He did not, however, file a patent for his carousel designs. Oh, I think we need here we need a soundbite. Big mistake. Okay, Charles, what
Yeah,
happened next in 1871? You go.
yeah. William Schneider of Davenport, Ohio, became the first person to file a patent for a carousel. So he saw the problem,
Yep, he solved the
and
problem.
yeah,
He grabbed it. Well, Betty Largent, or it probably was French for the money, L apostrophe argent, president of the NCA National Carousel Association, and Ronald Hopkins, who is a historian in carousels. What a job. I like that. Created this day to celebrate carousels. I'm going to read the next three because these are the places around the world that are considered the most famous carousels. We have the Musée des Arts Forains at the Pavillon de Bercy in Paris. That's a museum of, yes, in Paris.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
Wisconsin.
Thank you for doing
You're
that.
welcome. Wisconsin's House on the Rock. We have Jane's Carousel in Brooklyn, New York. Good for you, Jane. And we have the Stoom Carousel in Efteling, Netherlands. And there was a show. Charles, you read that one.
Yeah, so Carousel is a 1956 drama fantasy musical film based on the 1945 Rodgers and Hammerstein stage musical. It was based on Ferenc Monar's 1909 non-musical play Lilium.
Lilium. Yes.
Yeah, the film stars Gordon McRae and Shirley Jones and was directed by Henry King.
Yes, carousel, drama, musical film. Amazing. Let's go to the next holiday. You start this one, Charles. What you got?
Oh, National Culinary Day. Boy, I'm hungry already. Kings, nobles, and priests households enjoyed chefs. Poor classes prepared their own family meals. Class differences in cooking contribute to the emergence of a diverse range of cuisines.
So the poor people were cooking their own, and the rich people had chefs. And I wonder how those chefs decided what they were going to cook for their wealthy clients, including priests, interestingly enough. The culinary arts in Europe owe a lot to Jean Antelme Brillat Savarin. He did pioneering writing contributions as gastronomy, and the scientific study of food have been used to elaborate on his ideas. So they have perpetuated what he started, and this was going on in Asia too. I think he basically wrote cookbooks, but we'll leave that to the imagination.
Yeah.
What happened next, Charles?
So the end of the Renaissance, culinary arts in the Western world expanded. Culinary arts as a distinct academic discipline emerged. Did not know that. Early student apprenticed to expert cooks.
Interesting. My mother took lessons in at the Y many years ago, the YMCA, YWCA. She took lessons from a Mrs. Murphy who was a dessert maker, cake and puddings and all kinds of fancy desserts and other things. And my mother and I think my aunt took lessons from Mrs. Murphy. So, and here we go. Let's see, 1879 is where it all started. The Boston Cooking School opened, America's first specific cooking school. Well, Mrs. Murphy wouldn't have been alive then. Today, there are tens of thousands of culinary art schools all over the world, as well as many culinary arts degrees offered by many colleges and universities. Let's go back a little farther in history. What do we got, Charles?
And this is really a big step back. This is from 14 to 37 AD. Who keeps track of this kind of stuff anyway? Marcus Gavidius Apicius.
Close enough. Close
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. Well, whatever. Uh, a Roman. Okay, we got that. Writes the world's oldest surviving cookbook.
De
De re
Recontineria.
the
Coquinaria. I'll do that
Yeah.
for you. What was it?
Thank you.
English?
Yeah,
English?
and in English, it's the art of cooking.
In the first
Interesting.
century, yes, in the first century AD, Marcus Viridius Eurisace, a freed slave, invented the first mechanical dough mixer. And I'm going to read the next one because I think there's some French in here. 1765, Parisian boulanger opened the first restaurant Rue de Poly near the Louvre, specializing in soup. So there we go. There's a little history. I'll start
You
the
picked
next.
out all this. Yeah, you picked out all this French stuff to be able to show off again. I
I'm
know you,
I'm
Bonnie.
trying. Well, I did a lot of French studies back in the day, and my Sylvia and I speak in French every day.
Mm,
Here we go. Today is now. I don't know about this one, Charles. This sounds a little bit risky here or risque.
risque.
National.
Yeah.
Today is National Talk in an Elevator Day, and let's go back in time. In 200 BC, Archimedes, and you could pronounce that, a famous Greek mathematician, scientist, and engineer, is credited by a gentleman named Marcus Vitruvius Pilio, who was an architect in Rome, with inventing the first elevator in the world. And Archimedes included pulleys that were operated by people or animals. Isn't that interesting? Animals pulling the pulleys to raise the elevator up or down. And what happened next, Charles?
So, 1000 BC, boy, they got some great research going on there. Ibn Khalif al-Murati, an
Perfect.
Andalusian scientist, wrote about elevators in his Book of Secrets. He described how it can lift animals to great heights.
So animals were not only pulling the pulleys, they were raising animals. So maybe in a granary or in a silo or in a barn or some kind of a production house, they were bringing oh, never mind. In the
Yeah.
17th century, elevator prototypes were installed in the Les Palais, the palace buildings in France and England. So we're moving ahead in terms of technology. And what happened next?
So in 1823, Burton and Homer, English architects, create an ascending room attraction in London for a panoramic view of the city from a great height.
I wonder if
Okay,
it was a glass elevator. Do you know the ascending room?
that's what I would expect, or at least some windows in it. A full glass might be a little bit too intimidating for somebody for this. Okay, I'm going straight up and then back down.
Yeah, 1823 seems a little early for that. In the mid 1850s, we're moving ahead 25 years. Elisha Graves Otis established what we all know, the Otis Elevator Company, and he debuted his invention at New York City's Crystal Palace Convention. Now, to solve the safety concerns about the ropes or the cables going snapping, he installed spring technology. We're not talking summer, fall, winter, spring. We're talking where there's a spring that bounces up and down that helps move the elevator more slowly. And one more. What happened next, Charles?
Well, soon Otis' invention spread all over America, and his company got the contracts to build elevators in New York City's landmark building.
We're all happy to have
Uh,
elevators, aren't we? Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, like the Euclid Arcade and Rockefeller Center.
There you go, Otis. I work for a company called Otis, and everybody asked me if it was, I don't know what's that asked, asked me if it was Otis Elevator. No, it was Oregon Total Information System. It was a computer service bureau processing, and I was the student services programmer for the high schools, the secondary schools in the state of Oregon. And we will leave that one alone. But an IBM 4341 and the coding called PL1 were involved. So we'll leave that one. So thank you for the elevator. And we have one more holiday, Charles. What is our last holiday today?
Oh, you saved the best for last. National Wine and Cheese Day.
Oh, we need to
Oh,
get an applause here. Hold
uh,
on. There we go. Okay, that phone keeps
yeah.
ringing.
All right, 6000 BC. Evidence of cheese, really, really strong cheese at this point, in Europe includes ceramic remains of rudimentary cheese strainers appearing at Neolithic sites.
Uh,
Wow.
I think stinky cheese would probably, I don't know what kind of refrigeration they had. In 4000 BC, let's move forward 2000 years. Wine came to Eurasia according to tests for wine residue that they did on vat and jar fragments that were found in an ancient Armenian cave. I think they were drinking Bordeaux. Okay, what's next?
Yeah. How about from 1500 to 1800, cheddar shows up in 1500. Uh, Parmesan Reggiano in in 1597, Gouda in 1697, and Camberlet in
Camembert. Camembert.
Camembert in 1791.
Can you imagine writing a plot, Charles? No, I'm not giving any ideas to you and rocks, but with four characters named Cheddar, Parmigiano Reggiano, Gouda, and Camembert, and wondering if people figured it out? I think
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget the tomato sauce. Okay.
I won't. In 1864, mass manufacturing of cheese started after Louis Pasteur discovered pasteurization. And by the way, when I was in junior high, today they call it middle school, I went to Junior High School 67, which was named after Louis Pasteur. There you go.
Huh,
There you go. And what's the
interesting.
last one?
Yeah, 2015, Italy pulls ahead of France to produce the largest amount of wine and become the world's largest exporter.
There we
Interesting.
go. I don't know what the stats are. Let's just give a round of applause here for everybody doing everything. Charles, what are you doing today to celebrate all of these birthdays? Anything you're doing?
Well, I'm going to celebrate the National Wine and Cheese Day. I'll tell you that. That's yeah. I'm so there for you, madam.
It's
I tell you.
still Friday. I'm gonna do that too. Let's go out here. Thank you, Charles. Let me see those moves. Breakfield, breakdancing.
Happy birthday, it's your day. We're celebrating you in this special way. Party shine, laugh and smile.
Smile.
We're celebrating you in style.
We're saying goodbye. I'll see you all on